Now, before any of you judge, this is like month number 3 that I was in car hauling. Okay. So I'm still learning, but this is a great paying load right here. And my wife was so kind enough to come down and help me film this. She's the best. Now, as I start, man, like my mind is just going through so many things. I'm trying to figure out what is the most efficient, fastest way to unload these. So I have so many different scenarios, and your mind just changes from one to the other as you go. And now I'm more efficient than I was in this video, but it's just you have so many different moving parts, and when you're on one side of the truck, there's a bunch of things that you can do, and sometimes you forget. So when you go on the other side of the truck, you're like, dang it, I could have then did 3 things over there. But that just makes the whole thing longer, because then either you're gonna walk all the way around, or you're just gonna keep doing what you're doing, or it's like I gotta go back over there and do it because it slowed me down. And this right here scares me every time. As you can see, that the number 2 truck is sitting right in front of the number 4 truck that's on top of the trailer. See how close it is? The deck is so close to the back of that truck, and it just terrifies me. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm gonna hit this truck, but it never happens. But it's just at the beginning, that's how you feel. So now I'm about to pin off the decks. So you got them 2 big old trucks up there, and pinning off the decks is I'm putting little pins so that just in case like the hydraulic pumps give out or something and the deck want to fall, I got those pins in there to stop it from doing that, because I don't want it to crush the cars or me, or units. Sorry, I don't want it to crush the units or me. You know what I'm saying? So, to be honest with you, the longer you do car hauling, from what I see, you don't pin off your decks too much, because I guess you just trust it. But I'm just not on that level, and I like to pin off my decks. All right, so this is a lesson here. Before I took that first car off, I should have went ahead and got all the straps off every truck on the bottom. So that way, instead of me having to do all this now, I should have just been walking over to that truck and driving it off. This right here is in the way. But again, like I said, this is month number 3 that I was doing this, and it was just just things going through my mind, man. Just trying to do it your way, or trying to remember the way that you were taught and all this stuff. So it was a tough thing, and it was hot. It was hot. Now I have an audience, and the pressure is on, and I'm talking, I ain't paying attention, and you gotta have a routine, and you just don't want to get off your routine. Again, 3 months in, not remembering that, and this is a good lesson to be learned right here, because I will see what happens when you get off your routine, or you're talking, or you're not paying attention to what you're doing. And I'm saying, man, it's tough to drive that big old truck into the belly of that trailer, because you have no room for error. You can scratch those mirrors, you can scratch the tires on the side of the rack, and you just don't want to do that. So, this is me backing out and just making sure it's tight in there, boy. Just hold on, just backing out. As my wife moves the camera for me, she's just the best, man, I'm telling you. So as I'm backing out, I see, oh, hold on. I didn't move the deck in the back, so it'd be a smooth transition for the truck to get out. So now I gotta pull up. But again, I was talking, I wasn't paying attention, and that's what happens right there. So again, this is time wasted that this truck should have been off and I should have been working on the next truck. But because I won't paying attention, I gotta put the truck back, get out the truck, walk back, and do all this stuff right here, putting the decks up, making it ready so I can pull the truck off.
Stop. He's working.
Now I'm embarrassed. I'm gonna blame that on my son calling my name, but you know, so yeah, I'm trying to show off in front of my wife like I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hurry up because these people waiting on me, and it was getting embarrassing for a second, but I got myself back right on track. You see how slow I'm moving? It's just crazy. Now I be flying out of there. I try not to. It's a constant motion because you really don't want to move too fast on the trailer or whatever. But at the same time, when you're confident and you know your line, you just go ahead and get that thing up out of there. Like moving slow like that, that doesn't happen too often now. So unless it's snowing or something, but on a day like that, I'd have been done already. Now we got to clean the bottom of the trailer because we're about to put those two trucks down and get those off and then work on to the truck. So you just got to remember all that stuff, bringing down the clamps or the clamps or whatever so you can move the trailer. I think I forgot to lift it, or again, this is why the pins are there. Because sometimes the hydraulics go down a little bit and you got to lift it up. So now we're bringing the top of the trailer down, and this is where it gets easier here on this part because you got to reach all over stuff and yeah, got it out of the truck. On this truck right here, the electric hoist wasn't working at the time. But at the same time, that electric hoist, it moves so slow. When you use the PTO, the lifts and everything, they move a lot faster. So, it won't take as long, but yeah, you do have to idle the truck. And this is one of the reasons why they say car hauling is not for everybody, okay? Because mind you, I could have, I just came from the house on this load, but normally I would have just drove 300 or 400 miles and still have to unload this. And if I had time, I go to the next place to load up the truck, and it's hot, okay? So, and then if I still had hours left, then I would go ahead and drive and go, head on to my next destination. And that's tough, man. Your body is sore, you're hot, you're tired, but you just got to get it done. Yeah, so this is a huge no-no right here. But like I said, sometimes you just don't want to climb up the ladder. It's not safe to walk on the racks like that. And I shouldn't have done that. But again, I'm new, and it's just like, yo, my knees hurt. So we gonna walk up the ramp. That's what we gonna do. And see, with these trucks, man, they're wide, and you have to trust and be confident because the wheels are hanging off the side of the rack when you're coming down because it's so wide, and it's just like, man, what if I slip off? But you don't slip off, but it's just in your mind. You're like, this is some crazy stuff, right? Because the edge of the tire is like hanging off of the rack or the ramp or whatever, and you just got to make sure you come down straight so you don't fall off. All right, so this is another teaching moment here of getting things done on one side of the truck that you can get done. So as you see, I lifted the truck. I should have done that a number of times that I walked over there, and by that time, once I got on this side of the truck doing other stuff, I could have done what I'm about to do now. As you see, I've walked around the truck so I can get here, boom, okay, and then have to walk all the way around to lower the truck again to take off the straps. You know what I'm saying? So I learned that just get so much stuff that you can get done and do it, so you don't have to keep walking back and forth. And this truck's wheelbase was like, I think 145 and a half inches. And it's crazy. Like, the truck barely fits on this rack right here. And you talking about nerve wracking, okay? Just look at these pictures that I'm about to show you. That's all the room I had. That's all that the tire was sitting on that spot. And you talking about anxiety, man. I'm just like, what if this truck's fall? What if it falls off? What if it slides off? And it's rubber on top of metal and stuff. It's a nice day, and you're gonna strap it down, so it shouldn't come off. You know what I'm saying? But just being new in the game, every little thing is like, I just don't know, man. I just don't know, and I'm getting over that. But on this load right here, I was like, I don't know, man. I just don't know, and that's how close that it'll be from the back. That's another load, but that's how close it is from the front and back of that truck to the one that's on number 4. But it's just every little thing, man. Every little thing. It's not like a reefer trailer where everything's inside the trailer and everything is okay. It's not like that at all. So, but after a while, after doing it for a while, you don't be so stressed out about it because you know that everything is going to be okay. But I just wanted to show y'all that part. And one of the things you learn backing on these trailers or backing on and off is small movements with the wheel. Don't be turning hard, turning the wheels all crazy, because it will mess you up. And here you're going slow because I'm brand new, but you get used to it and you are able to hold your line. But at the beginning, your arm is moving and all this stuff trying to stay in it. And it's crazy. The faster you get off the rack, the less mistakes you can make. It's crazy. I know, you don't want to move fast, but it's just, when you just move, just hold that wheel straight and just back off. Just get off the ramp as quick as possible. And safely though. Safe. Now we get to the crazy part, okay? This one right here, this truck, as you can see how low it was, I could barely see coming down the road. I just want you to see how, look at between the hood and the tire. It's just no room. And the maneuvers, you gotta look around, look up. It's crazy. Look at my son. It's crazy. You can't see at all, and you just driving down. I mean, going 60, 70 miles an hour down the highway with these big old wheels and the bed of the truck in front of you, and you can't see out your own windshield. It's crazy. But after a while you get used to it. And also, as you can see, the top of this truck is like a bubble top. If you have a flat top, it's not as bad, because it gives you, I think, about 4 or 5 inches of height to come down. So you don't have to go that low. But this truck right here, because it has the bubble top, you gotta really get the back of that truck down to get under height to make sure you can make it down the highway. And as you see, you gotta pull the frame down as well. And see, I didn't strap the tires on this, and some of the other ones I did is the same, but you have to have a special hook to put into the frame to pull that truck down. Because if you don't, like right now, that truck is sitting maybe 15 feet in the air, maybe, probably, right now. But once I had it down, and then you pull the frame down, you can get it under height. Okay, we're not gonna say what the height is, but you know what, I can say it. I don't know. We're not gonna say. We just know we under height. Okay, just know we legal. I go through weigh stations all the time, and they say nothing. Okay, just know that we good. But just know at the beginning, when you first start driving trucks or hauling cars or big trucks like that, you're going to be stressed out. That's all I'm going to say. But we're legal, so we ain't got pulled over. We went through the weigh station. Everything was fine. So just know we were able to get through the weigh station, get under bridges and all that stuff and trees. So, boy, talk about stress. And yes, I backed that truck all the way up there on number 1. Back it on there, okay? And it's not as hard as people think it is. You're like, oh, aren't you gonna fall off? But no, as you can see, the wheels are dipped down into a little hole right there. So as long as you ain't gunning it, you're gonna fall right into that hole, and everything is okay. And here we go. You see it's hot. I'm sweating. The last truck, climbing up this daggone ladder. And this, look how, hey, look, my knees was hurting. Okay, you hear me? My knees was hurting. My body was sore. I was still getting the hang of this car hauling thing, man. And whew, being up here on the top rack. Now, they tell you to put a ladder up there, man, but that ladder is just in the way. So ain't nobody got time for that. So you just be safe, hold on, and you'll be fine. Take your time, So then you got to go on the other side. So climb down the ladder, wink, wink, and then then you come to the other side, and you do the same thing. And then go ahead. You got the ramp nice and set up, and you just come on down. Once we get everything straight, mind you, it's hot as I don't know what's inside that truck. But get a little bit of gas. You don't gun it. You just get it up out the hole, and then you just come on down the ramp. And it almost look like you have no room for error, bro. It just look like you just on a tightrope coming down, don't it? It do to me, okay? And it be scary. That's all I'm saying. It be scary. But we get it done. Successful load pickup. Drop off, no incidents, no damages, good paying load. Another teaching moment here as we clean up the trailer, get it ready for the next pickup. As you get better, you clean up the trailer as you're unloading the cars. You know, you have a certain setup where when you take the straps off, you go ahead and set them up so you don't have to do that, because this is a waste of time right here. This is a waste of time doing all this. The trailer should already be done. And now I had to go get my tablet so he can sign it. I should have already had the tablet as I was loading the last one so he can go ahead and sign it. So I didn't have to stop what I was doing, then put it back, didn't have to do all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and climbing up the ladder, doing all this stuff. Oh my God, this used to be me. Oh my God, I can't believe it. You know, you really, oh Lord, did y'all just see that? And this is 3 months in the game. You're still learning, but you get climbing down the ladder, climbing the, oh my God, whew, just so much. All that should have been done already. But, you know, put the deck down, put all that stuff up, make sure everything is good. That's good. Everything up there is good. Put your stuff away, make sure everything is good. Walk around, set it. Whew, man, I'm telling you. It's a tough job out here. Looking all fat. This is what the finished project looked like. Sweating, okay? Sweating. Now, just to put it out there, I've only been doing this for 3 months, okay? So there's a lot of stuff. I was doing too much work, okay? I'm still learning, but what it is so many things to think about. I get stuck on one thing and I forget when I get to one side, I could do like 3 or 4 other things, you know what I'm saying? So I'm working on that. I'm getting better, I'm getting faster. Because when I first started to unload like 6 trucks like that, it had took me 2 hours. So that took me, what, 40 minutes or something like that? So, you know, I'm not a finished product, bro. I'm not the best car hauler in the world, bro, but I will be. So that's what it is, man. That's what I do. I try to get more videos like that, man. It was just luckily my wife was here with me, so I was able to do it. So get out of here.